Welcome to our fun-filled exploration of quirky car features that are sure to tickle your funny bone. In this video, we'll dive into some of the most amusing and downright bizarre features that car manufacturers have come up with over the years. From built-in coffee makers to seats that massage you while you drive, these innovations are not just practical but also add a splash of joy to our daily commutes. We all know that driving can sometimes feel like a chore, but these quirky additions remind us to embrace the lighter side of life. So buckle up and get ready to laugh as we uncover the delightful details that make these cars not just vehicles, but also sources of entertainment and joy. Feature 1, the automatic seatbelt cutter. Imagine this, you're cruising down the road, enjoying your favorite tunes, when suddenly, you find yourself in a sticky situation. Enter the automatic seatbelt cutter, a quirky feature designed for emergencies that, let's be honest, most of us will never need. It's like having a superhero gadget in your car, ready to swoop in and save the day. But here's the kicker, how often do you really think you'll need to slice through your seatbelt? It's a bit like having a fire extinguisher in your kitchen while you're just reheating leftovers. Still, there's something charming about knowing this little gadget is there, adding a sprinkle of excitement to your daily drive. It's a reminder that even in the most mundane moments, a dash of whimsy can make all the difference. Feature 2, the glove box cooler. Let's talk about the glove box cooler, a quirky feature that promises to keep your drinks refreshingly cool while you're on the go. In theory, it sounds fantastic. Who wouldn't want a mini fridge right at their fingertips? But in reality, it often struggles to keep your soda from turning lukewarm. Picture this, you're on a road trip, and you pull out a can of soda that's been sitting in the glove box cooler for hours. You take a sip, and it's about as refreshing as a warm cup of tea. Still, there's something undeniably fun about having a mini cooler in your car. It adds a playful touch to your ride, making every trip feel like an adventure, even if your drinks don't quite make the cut. Feature 3, the built-in vacuum cleaner. The built-in vacuum cleaner, a feature that sounds like a dream come true for anyone who's ever battled crumbs and pet hair in their car. In theory, having a vacuum at your fingertips is fantastic, but in practice, it often leaves much to be desired. You might find yourself wrestling with a tiny nozzle that barely picks up a stray piece of lint, let alone those pesky French fry remnants from last week's drive-through run. We've all been there, trying to clean up while the vacuum sputters and wheezes, leaving you wondering if it's more trouble than it's worth. Yet, there's something undeniably charming about the idea of having a vacuum right in your car. It's a quirky reminder that even the messiest rides can have a touch of convenience and fun. Feature 4, the rearview mirror with sunglasses holder. Let's shine a light on the rearview mirror with a sunglasses holder, a feature that's both convenient and often overlooked. It's that little nook designed to keep your shades safe and sound, right where you need them. But how many times have you hopped out of the car, only to realize you've left your sunglasses dangling in the holder? You might find yourself squinting into the sun, thinking, well, that was smart. Despite these forgetful moments, there's something delightful about having a designated spot for your sunglasses. It's a small joy that adds a touch of organization to your ride. Plus, it gives you that cool factor when you effortlessly grab your shades as you step out, feeling like a movie star, even if you're just running errands. Feature 5, the keyless entry with a touch sensor. Let's dive into the world of keyless entry with a touch sensor, a feature that sounds futuristic but can be more complicated than it needs to be. You'd think it would be as simple as a gentle tap, but how many times have you found yourself awkwardly waving your hand around, trying to unlock your car? Picture this, you're juggling groceries and your phone, only to accidentally lock yourself out while fumbling for the sensor. It's a classic comedy of errors. Yet, despite these occasional inconveniences, there's an undeniable cool factor to this feature. It makes you feel like you're stepping into a sci-fi movie every time you approach your car. So, while it may test your patience at times, the sleekness of keyless entry keeps us coming back for more. Feature 6, the ambient lighting. Let's talk about ambient lighting, a feature that adds a touch of aesthetic appeal to your car's interior. While it creates a cozy mood and transforms your ride into a mini nightclub, let's be honest, it serves little practical purpose. You might find yourself cruising down the highway at night, feeling like a rock star, even if you're just heading to the grocery store. And who hasn't turned on those colorful lights during a late-night drive, pretending you're in a music video? It's all about the vibes. The real charm of ambient lighting lies in its ability to let you personalize your car's interior ambience. Whether you prefer a calming blue or a vibrant red, it's a fun way to express yourself and make every journey feel a little more special. Feature 7, the built-in coffee maker. Let's brew up a conversation about the built-in coffee maker, a feature that sounds like a dream for caffeine lovers but is more of a gimmick than a necessity. Sure, the idea of sipping fresh coffee while on the road is exciting, but have you ever tried to brew a cup while navigating rush hour? Picture this, you're attempting to pour water into the machine, and suddenly, you're swerving to avoid a pothole, coffee splashing everywhere. It's a hilarious scene that's probably best left to the imagination. Still, there's something undeniably thrilling about the prospect of having coffee on the go. It adds a touch of adventure to your morning commute, making you feel like a true multitasking champion, even if it's not the most practical feature out there. Feature 8, the voice-activated everything. Let's dive into the world of voice-activated features in modern cars, a futuristic concept that can be amusingly unreliable. While the idea of talking to your car sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, we've all experienced those moments when the system just doesn't get it. You might say, "Play my road trip playlist," and instead, it starts dialing your Aunt Mildred. Or how about when you ask for directions to the nearest coffee shop, and it responds with a weather update from last week? It's a comedy of errors that keeps us on our toes. Despite these quirks, there's something exhilarating about the idea of conversing with your vehicle. It makes every drive feel like an adventure, as if you're the captain of your own high-tech spaceship, navigating the roads with just your voice. Feature 9, the pop-up headlights. Let's take a trip down memory lane and explore the nostalgic charm of pop-up headlights. These quirky features are more of a design statement than a functional necessity, adding a unique flair to classic cars. While they look cool, let's be real, how practical are they in today's world? Imagine trying to fix a malfunctioning headlight that pops up at the most inconvenient times, like during a rainstorm or while parked in a tight spot. It's a recipe for hilarity. Yet, there's something undeniably appealing about the retro vibe they bring to classic vehicles. They evoke a sense of nostalgia, reminding us of a time when cars had character and personality. So, while they may not be the most efficient option, pop-up headlights will always hold a special place in our hearts. Feature 10, the car fridge. Let's explore the quirky feature of car fridges, a fun idea that often falls short in practicality. While having a mini fridge on the road sounds fantastic, these little coolers are usually too small to be genuinely useful. Picture this, you're packing for a road trip, excited to fill your car fridge with snacks, only to realize it can barely fit a couple of juice boxes and a granola bar. You might end up with a hilarious scene of trying to squeeze in a sandwich while your friends look on, laughing at the absurdity. Despite their size limitations, there's something delightful about the concept of a car fridge. It adds a touch of adventure to your travels, making every snack stop feel like a mini picnic on the go. In this video, we've taken a light-hearted journey through some of the quirkiest car features that bring a smile to our faces. From the amusing automatic seatbelt cutter to the nostalgic pop-up headlights, each feature showcases a blend of creativity and charm, even if they often lean more towards the impractical side. Whether it's the built-in coffee maker or the voice-activated everything, these innovations remind us that driving doesn't have to be all about functionality, it can also be about fun. We hope you enjoyed exploring these delightful car quirks as much as we did. If you have a favorite feature or a funny car story, we'd love to hear it. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with fellow car enthusiasts who appreciate the joy of quirky automotive design.